Hello guys, this is Glenn from Sydney CBD, your power center, and today we have an Oppo Reno4 5G with a cracked display and a cracked back cover. So let's go fix it. So as you can see here, the back cover is totally destroyed. The front display is also not usable, but we are gonna reuse this back cover, unfortunately, because we don't have a replacement back cover for this Reno4. So we're gonna try our best not to damage it even further. Although when you try to reuse a back cover, you can still use a phone case to protect yourself from these broken glass. Of course, you can safely use your smartphone with a broken back cover as long as you have a quality case. Front display, not too much, because that's where you spend most of your time interacting with the phone, so you can cut your finger or throw shards of glass when you're using it on the bed, when you're fling shards of glass to your eye. That's what I'm saying. So we're gonna remove the back cover, put that to the side, make sure it's intact at least, and we're gonna focus our attention now to the phone housing. We're gonna remove some screws to detach the back portion of this smartphone. We're gonna remove the SIM card tray. There's tons of screws on this one, so we're gonna put that to the side and magnetize them later on to keep them all complete. There, a few more, and then we're gonna try to remove the housing cover. I think this is not the right way. Some smartphones you can remove the display by removing the side housing plastic, but this Oppo Reno 5G, we discovered that you remove the cover by directly prying it on this side. So it's also glued, so that's why David got confused right there, but no harm done. We have taken our time. Of course, we're gonna spray some IPA to soften the adhesive. We're gonna slice through it and make sure we can have an intact cover, especially on these flimsy sides and corners. We don't want to damage this subcomponent. Still glued on the bottom. After we remove this, we're gonna be able to see the main board, the battery connectors, and the daughter board. We're gonna put that to the side. And here we have the connectors between the main board up top and the daughter board at the bottom. They are golden in color. And we're gonna open our package for the replacement display. Still unboxed. We're gonna remove that from its container and let's inspect it side by side. So the display that we ordered has its own frame or its own subframe, so you can see that the display and the housing is all in one piece. We also have connectors for the buttons on the sides. We also have tapes for the display holes. In here, we are gonna try to test the display by connecting the connector into the daughter board in this corner. And I believe this Oppo Reno4 is low battery. So it's in 0%, so we're gonna try to wake it up by recharging it with our USB Type-C charger. And showing us something, and 1%. We'll try to boot this up. Let's see if we get something. There you go. the Oppo logo, color OS. And of course, once this has booted up, it's gonna dim itself because it's in power saving mode. The 1% battery is triggering that power saving mode, so we can't show you the testing that David has done there. We're gonna remove the connectors and the daughter board. Let's see how it goes. So everything that you can see here, of course, will be transplanted to the new frame and display component. David is gonna try again a different approach this time. He's already installed the daughter board to the new display, and he's gonna try again to test if the display is working. Plug this in, and it still works. So that's now at 3%. This smartphone is really thirsty. We are gonna complete the repair now so that we can properly recharge this smartphone, give it back to our client. So far, this assembly process is very complicated, not for novice technicians like me. David here making it look easy. He's also very careful not to damage some vital components. And of course, the tapes on this one will also have to be removed. These are heat sinks, so it needs to be exposed to be able to conduct heat, dissipate heat through the frame. And the tapes are also going to be removed so that the front cameras will not be yellow. We're going to screw back in the motherboard. We're going to detach the battery from the old display assembly. It's good, it's fine. It's not really that sticky, but we're going to reuse these tapes. We're going to remove some antenna cables, adhesive strips, and some miscellaneous components, of course. It's very tricky. It's not really straightforward like a Samsung, but this is an Oppo, which is kind of a budget brand, if I can still claim that. It's relatively cheaper compared to your Samsung flagship or your Apple devices. So if you don't want to perform this operation, you don't have the tools, the expertise, the interest to DIY this fix, you can still visit Sydney CBD Repair Center. You can see here real repairs done. We are just editing this so that we can educate people who are planning to do this on their own, or if you want a referral to a good repair center. Here, David has worked for many years now in the repair industry to fix Samsung devices and iPhones mostly, but he also does Oppo's, Asus, Xiaomi smartphones here and there, and he's done it at the highest quality, as you can see here. Quality parts, quality service, and of course, reasonable prices. And now we're almost done. We're just gonna cover it up, and tons of screws will come right back in, and we're gonna close it up. Here you go. There you go. And we're done. This is the before and after. Thanks for joining, guys. Take care. See you again next time. Cheers.
If you want your smartphone fixed for a very reasonable price, you may contact Sydney CBD Repair Center. We also provide mail-in repair services for customers outside of Australia or Sydney. Just message us so we can arrange the shipping of your device.